Why Cell is the greatest anime villain of all time, right? Let's talk about proper villains. You know, the ones who actually make your spine tingle a bit, not the ones who just shout about being the strongest in the universe every 5 minutes. I'm talking about Cell, the terrifying bioengineered nightmare from Dragon Ball Z. In my humble opinion, he's not just the best villain in the series, he's one of the greatest baddies in anime, full stop. When Cell first shows up, he's nothing like what came before. There's no grand entrance, no fireworks. He sort of creeps in like a serial killer in a horror flick. He's slinking through cities, draining people into dusty clothes, and no one has a clue what he even is. It's all very unsettling. The show suddenly shifts tone from big flashy fights to something genuinely spooky. That first form of his with the bug eyes and tail is still peak nightmare fuel. Honestly, I reckon Cell's first form is the best villain design in Dragon Ball Z, hands down. Creepy, alien, and just the right amount of what in the hell is that? Only Dabura comes close with his devilish red skin and goatee from hell vibes, but Cell takes the crown. What made Cell so exciting was how he took over the story. Up to that point, we were all watching Trunks warn everyone about androids 17 and 18, right? Proper Terminator stuff. But then Cell comes along like, yeah, forget them, I'm the main event now. He flipped the entire plot on its head. The fights early on are brilliant. His first proper showdown with Piccolo is full of tension. Piccolo's just fused with Kami. He's stronger than ever, and yet Cell still makes him sweat. And then after lurking in the shadows and playing the long game, Cell finally powers up and smashes Piccolo during their second encounter. That's the moment you knew things were getting serious. Then, in one of the saga's best scenes, he absorbs Android 17 right in front of us. Android 16 gives it a solid go trying to stop him. Fair play to the big lad. But Cell outsmarts them and becomes even more powerful. You're sat there thinking, blimey, he's only just getting started. Let's take a moment to talk about Frieza though. Classic villain, proper space tyrant, blew up planets for fun, had that posh voice like he went to evil finishing school. But here's the thing, Frieza was scary because he was powerful and cruel. Cell though, Cell was scary because he was smart. He planned things, he manipulated people, he evolved. Frieza was a monster from the start. Cell became one. And that slow build made him 10 times more menacing. You could stop Frieza if you were stronger. With Cell you had to outthink him, and that wasn't easy. Once Cell reaches his perfect form, he doesn't just go around blowing stuff up. No, he sets up a tournament. Because of course he does, he's that confident. Come have a go if you think you're hard enough. The Cell games is him basically flexing on the entire world, inviting everyone to challenge him just to prove no one can. That level of arrogance, but earned arrogance, is something only a top-tier villain can pull off. And yet the genius of Cell isn't just in how strong he is, it's how he pushes everyone else. He makes Gohan step up, through sheer cruelty, like creating Mini-Cell Juniors to beat up Goku's mates. He pushes Gohan to unleash that legendary Super Saiyan 2 form. That whole moment when Gohan's aura explodes and Cell realizes he's finally messed up. Chills, mate. Gohan becomes something else, something unstoppable, and it only happened because Cell forced it out of him. Even after he's blown to bits, Cell comes back stronger. He actually self-destructs, takes Goku out with him, and still regenerates. That bit was mad. You're thinking surely he's done now, and then boom, he's back cocky as ever. It took everything from Gohan, all that raw power and focus, to finish him off properly, and even then, Gohan's battered and broken by the end. Now look, they tried to bring Cell back recently with that Cell Max thing. Big red lad roars a lot, and sure, it looked cool, but it didn't have the weight, the atmosphere. You can't just throw a kaiju into the mix and expect it to hit the same. The original Cell saga had mystery, horror, high stakes, clever twists, and one of the best build-ups to a final battle the show's ever done. Every hero in the saga got their moment. Trunks, Piccolo, 16, Goku, Gohan, even Vegeta, who, bless him, let Cell power up just so he could have a better fight. Classic mistake, but very on brand. It was like watching a chess game where every piece mattered, and the villain was always one move ahead. In the end, Cell was more than just a monster. He was the villain, cool, calculating, terrifying, and weirdly charming in that smug, I'm better than all of you kind of way. He wasn't born evil, he was made that way, and he leaned into it with style. So yeah, while Frieza might be the face of Dragon Ball villains, and Majin Buu brought the chaos, Cell remains the most complete, compelling, and clever antagonist in the series. And if we're being honest, he might just be anime's finest as well. Let me know what you reckon. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think was the best villain? Do you agree with me, or have I got it all wrong? If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more.